appreciate it. Have some fun.
All right, everyone. Thank you for having me. It's been about a year since I've been in a KW office. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Brian Zamora.
I know you. Yes.
Familiar faces. I'm a team leader of the Gold Group Real Estate here in Sacramento. Our main focus is we're out of Elk Grove. I used to be with Keller Williams. I'm not anymore, but that's okay. But again, thank you for having me. And today I'm just going to cover a topic on open houses. I think when we train our new agents, open houses are always the first thing that we focus on. Someone asked me, or not asked me, but challenged me and says, anyone fish here? Anyone go fishing?
Yes.
Fisher? Fisher over there? Okay, can I ask you, so if you go fishing, where do you go?
My husband takes my son and I around Tracy area on the outside.
Why over there?
Why? Because we live over there.
Oh, okay, it's a location thing. But
Yes.
someone said if you go fishing, you go where the fish are.
There you go.
But what better way is open houses? So, so I've been in the business for 11 years. When I was doing open houses, I didn't even know how to do a proper open house. I thought my job as an agent to go host the open house. It wasn't even my open house. It was like someone else at my market center, right? Is I just go in, turn on the TV. It's Sunday, watch the game, right? And then when people come in, hey, go around. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't collect anything. Don't provide anything of value. That was my open house until I met someone. He was actually a lender, which is crazy. It's not even an agent. And sort of showed me, hey, you need to grab information, because we all know without information, there's a long game, right? Business we're in, you can't really do much. So I said, okay, grab information, and then what? Right? I didn't know about follow-up. I didn't know anything. And he says, just grab the information, go from there. So I said, okay, cool. So I did my first open house correctly. I had an actual sign-in sheet, paper one, right? And some guy comes in. He goes, hey, are you the listing agent? I said, yep, I sure am. He goes, well, I want to sell my house across the street. And I said, I didn't even know what to do. So you want to have a seat, or I don't even have any water, so I can't offer you anything. He's like, no, just meet me across the street tomorrow at 3 p.m. I said, all right. But I go, and then someone helped me with a listing agreement. So I went over there, and it turns out it was his mom's house. And then she goes, okay, are you the realtor? I said, yeah. She goes, where do I sign? She signed. And I got my first listing. Right? My first listing. And I was like, dang, I think there's something with these open houses. Right? So early in my career, that was all my business, was open house, open house, open house. And I just try to do as many as I can. Right? And when you do so many, you learn about the science behind the open house. And the people that come in. I think on our team, we have a philosophy. There's only 5 types of people that really come into your open house, which, I mean, well, there'll be a Q&A here. I try to do my best to cover everything that we do. But fast forward, so now team leader, and as a team leader's job, it's to get the listings, right? So actually, my wife's also a realtor. Well, sorry. And she was like, hey, check out this open house. So everything I'm about to show you, I didn't make up. We just steal it from another realtor, right? That's our business too. We just steal from each other in a good way. So she showed me this. Who was the agent? Kyle Whistle. You guys know Kyle Whistle, right? So this is actually his playbook. And then we just brought it here to the Sacramento area. So for those of you who don't know Kyle Whistle, he's out of San Diego, which is the highest price point in California, right? So, so today I'm going to talk about 7th level open house and how you can attract sellers and buyers. Sounds good?
Yes.
All right. Next slide. Oh, okay.
Sorry, it just came with me over there, and I forgot to hand it.
All right, so I think you guys are in bold right now, right? So how you participate here is
How you participate out there.
yes. So that's our main focus with open houses. Oh, wrong slide. So let me talk about this. So last year, 2024, we're a team of about 4 to 5. And we helped 88 families. 40% of those 88 came from open houses. So 35 families we helped last year was all from open houses. So I tried to do the math about, let's say you get about 5, is that fair to say you get about 5 groups at your open house each time, 5 to 10, right? I think anything over 10 is a banger, so we'll call it. But so we did about 176 open houses as a group. So that's 880 leads from an open house. If you do the conversion, we have a 25% conversion rate as far as converting a lead at open house. I think we went halfway through the year with a transition to the buyer broker agreement. A lot of people were thinking, oh, that's not a, that's terrible. For us, it's actually better. It's more efficient for us now because we don't have to guess if you have a realtor. We already know right out the gate, so now we could be more efficient with what we're doing. So we actually like the buyer broker agreement. It's actually better for you agents because you don't know how many people we convert who don't have a buyer broker agreement that come into our open house. So so that's sort of our stats for last year. But going back to how you participate here is like participate everywhere. It's all about the pregame, right? So if you plan what is it? If you plan to fail, then you fail the plan.
We
Right?
go plan, fail to fail plan.
Thank you, Tony. So it's all about so as soon as you get the listing, so I'm gonna focus on listings, right? Because if you get the listing, you're gonna get the buyer, and then we have something else for the buyer, leads as well. So once you get the listing signed, the thing about this is you sort of need a you need a lead time, because everything I'm going to show you is sort of impossible to do. Like, let's say you got signed listing today and we want to go live tomorrow. You can't do this formula. Okay. So let's just say you get a listing, you have a 2-week lead time. The first thing you're going to do is post it on social media, right? You just do a first green screen. Hey, we have a coming soon listing. And then send that out to all of your followers. That would be the first thing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to really figure out what we're going to do for the Friday open house. So if you're trying to get listings, the Friday is like the most important out of your open house. Saturday and Sundays for the public. Your Friday is for the neighbors. Okay. So if you think about what we're doing, it's a lot, but this is just showing your neighbors or the neighborhood, which are your sellers, what we do. This is sort of like your interview process without really interviewing for the job, right? So that's our whole mantra behind this. So we'll also get letters ready to go. So we try to focus on the neighborhood of like 250, 300 homes is probably a good number. Very I won't say easy, but doable to go door to door. Okay. So we'll get a letter, we'll send it out. I mean, there's plenty of companies out there that will send out your letter already with you just upload the CVS file and then you send a letter to the neighborhood. So letter sort of looks like this. We'll have a QR code so you could get them to go to any type of landing page that you want them to go to. We don't use Google Docs. I'm not sure if you could does Google Docs count how many hits you get when they?
No.
So that's why we use Typeform. Typeform will tell you how many opens. So if you're using Google Docs, it's just like, or Google Forms, I'm sorry. It's just, Typeform is just like Google Forms. But this way you can track who's opening them, things of that nature. We're just collecting basic information. Name, number, Because once you get the name, it's easy to get the address, you know that, right? I would hope, you know. Alright, so, the faster you and easier you make it for them, the more they're gonna fill this out, right? So like one neighborhood, it was football season, and I was like, oh, Friday, they're about to have a wild card game. So I said, okay, let's make a NFL Friday open house for the neighbors, so not this letter, but one of those letters said, hey, we're gonna have a Friday playoff game. Please scan, give us your info if you're interested. Okay, so this is just another way to collect the seller's info. So back to pregame, then we're gonna use Mojo Dialer. Everyone knows what Mojo Dialer. If you don't know what that is, it's just a system that will call the numbers for you. Cool thing about Mojo Dialer, for 45 bucks a month, you could just draw around your neighborhood. It'll pull all the numbers. Before, Mojo wouldn't even give you the actual numbers, it'll just give you the last 4 digits, but now they give you the complete number. So they've changed their thing. So we'll use Mojo Dialer. We'll let them know about, hey, the home that's coming up on the neighborhood, and then we'll invite them to the happy hour. All right. And then we'll, after we have the photos and video, we'll create a flyer or door knocker, and then we'll go to all 250 homes and pass it out. So this is before we even go to market. So this is your pregame. Any questions on the pregame that you may have? No? Okay. So now we have the letters, 300 letters go out. We have the video for social media. We have the door knockers, and we've already called the neighborhood. So they've already probably seen us like 4 times, right? It's funny because when we do a whole neighborhood, and we go listing presentations, they'll have all our flyers on the table. And I already know it's a wrap because they've been collecting it all, right? Or you'll go to the same door and our flyers will still be there, so you know they're not really using that door as an entry. So I mean that's the cool thing about consistently doing this. So then the game day. So before we go live, we oh, let me talk about the Friday. Okay, so Friday comes along. That's not on the MLS. We only let the neighbors know. It's not gonna be on the MLS. We don't want anyone from the public coming. We only want the sellers. Yes.
And you mean the open house is not on the MLS, but the listing's on the MLS?
Oh yes, sorry. Thank you, Markel. The listing is on the MLS, but the open house is not public. So we only put the directional signs all over inside the neighborhood, not outside the neighborhood, because you only want those sellers, right? Because we're focusing on sellers. And we'll usually do this like 5 to 7, depending on daylight, right? So we like after work. And then usually when we do these, you'll get about 10 to 20 sellers show up. And every time they show up, they say, damn, I've never been to anything like this. I've never seen anyone do anything like this. So already out the gate, you're already separating yourself from the pack, right? And that's the whole point of doing this. And then we'll serve, everything's from Costco or Trader Joe's, so nothing fancy, you know, $100 charcuterie or $50 pizza, whatever. And you can never gauge who's coming because there's no sign up. You just gotta hope and pray, spray and pray, you know. So, but usually you'll know if you get a good turnout when you have like 10 to 20 is a good turnout. But how many sellers do you need to sell a home? 1, right? There's no such thing as a bad lead, just bad conversion, bad follow-up, right? So you only need 1 seller to make it there, because eventually they're going to sell. So it's just what do you want to do with that information, right? So then that's where we grab the information again if we haven't already got it on the QR code, or if they haven't went and scanned our flyer. And then we just turn it into a party. We don't have a sign-in sheet, because guess what? You just putting this on, they'll just gravitate and give you their info. So you don't even have to say it, can you sign in here? So we'll get all that, or you just get their name and their address. That's all you need, right? Or the street that they're on. So we'll do that, and then that's sort of the neighborhood happy hour. And that's where we get a lot of conversion for future listings. So then, remember, you're still on the interview process, they're still watching you for that weekend. So then we'll use minimum 20 directional signs, each sign will have a balloon. It's just better for visibility. And they don't cost that much. I mean, Dollar Tree, did you know Dollar Tree's not $1 anymore? Should call it the $2 tree. So, you know, you go to Dollar Tree, it's $2 now. And then you just get a bunch of balloons, the helium ones, because those don't deflate, or the foil ones, okay? And you're just showing the neighborhood like you're the woman or you're the man of the neighborhood, right? So that's the game day. Oh, and then we host long open houses, because that's one of our things is we as a group are able to give exposure to your open house by like 6-hour days, 8-hour days. Who raise your hand if you do 8-hour open house by yourself? There's no way, right? So that's why you have to do it in shifts. So we'll break it up into 3 shifts or 2 shifts. And that's more exposure. And then usually in the good times, you just do that one open house, it's sold, right? Now you gotta do 8 hours, like, I don't know, 7 days a week. So, you know, different market, different time. So that's sort of the philosophy with the open house. Okay. And then let's see, game day. Oh, and then the fortune is in the follow up. I love this group.
KW, this one.
So yeah, so follow up effectively. So whatever you're using, if you're using Command, we use Lofty, which is Chime. I know a lot of Rivian here in the house, right? Jake DeRosa, where you at? So whatever you're using, you know the best CRM?
The one you use.
The one you use, yes. So I mean, it could even be spreadsheet. You know, I know agent used to use that back in the day. So your follow-up game, so it just depends on what you're gonna do with that. But I mean, I just have a little 3x3 contact. If you don't know what a 3x3 is, it's 3 times a day for 3 days, and then 3 times a week for 3 weeks, and then 3 times a month for 3 months. After that, follow-up is pretty good, I would say. We can just put that in the cold pile, right? But if you do that effectively, you know, they should answer. And then have them download your KW app. I know you guys have access to that. And then one thing I used to like to use a lot in Command is the neighborhood drip. So that's really easy for you guys. And then that's your post game. And then if you get another listing, then guess what? You just start all over. Yes, that's the beauty of our industry. You get to do it again. So that's pretty much. Oh, let me play this. So we made this long time ago. What year was this? Like 2018? 2019. So we were doing this for a long time. We were doing video a long time. So now when everyone's feed looks the same, it's like, okay, what can we do differently? All right, so let me play it. How do I play it? Did I just hit play?
Click in the shop.
You can click on that.
No, it's not that. So you'll have, I don't want to mess anything up, John.
You got it?
Is that your son? Brian?
It is. He's
that.
14 now, so he would
Oh.
never ever do this ever again.
What's
It's
your
so
favorite
good.
He needs to have to do the level.
How do you open house?
When I come through, everybody done.
How do you open house?
Peep my footwork, everybody front row. When I stop,
How do you
everybody
open
cheers
house?
go. When I bend back, everybody let go.
How do you open house?
How do you open house? How do you open house? How do you open house?
at a high level, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that was, okay, anyway, so yeah, that's our thing.
I am. This good?
Any questions so far?
There we go. This is.
Are you doing this for every open house that you do, like if the listing sits, or are you doing that one time?
That, we all know opening weekend is the hottest, right?
Mhm.
And then it's gonna gauge if you're selling this thing or not. It's always opening weekend. We always set that, expectation to our seller. That, hey, you know, days on market is the killer to your value.
Yeah.
So that's why we're gonna do this big show for the weekend only. Cause this is gonna let us know if we're gonna get your list price or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though the average days on market now is 36. So, open house training, if you want to learn more about conversion. So mind you, I only do the Friday ones now. I haven't sat at open house in a while. I don't even have business cards. So, oh, actually, I forgot to put my contact info, which I will put right now. Any chance. So follow me on Insta. That's pretty much the only way you can get a hold of me, and Google. You want my number, it's easy. So open house, so, yeah, if you wanna go more into detail, I mean, that's probably like another hour conversation about the science behind, actually converting your lead when they come in. We have a philosophy on the team, you only need to focus on one or two. Right, 1 or 2 people that come, if you get 10 people that come in, just focus on the 1 or 2, convert them. And then if you do like 50 open houses, that should be 25 to 50 new closings, right? So like Markel Kemp he's on our team. He's one of our best closers on the team when it comes to open house. I promised him I wasn't gonna have him come here and train. So if you want to do it, he'll do it on Zoom. He's been licensed for 5 years, and he's helped 49 families, all from open house.
Wow.
Yeah, give it up. Markel's actually here in the building right now. Markel, he's doing open house challenge right now. How many open houses have you done in a row so far?
Today will be my 23rd day.
Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah. So hopefully it gets Kobe. But yeah, so can I tell them your success, or do you want to?
Sure, no.
Yeah, so we have a thing on our team too, is if you do the same open house consistently, like the same listing consistently, you'll get someone to actually buy that house, right? I know majority of the time the people that come into the open house aren't really buying that house, right? They're gonna go off and buy something else. But if you do the same open house, so for instance, Markel is our lake specialist. He knows every home on the lake. So he's been doing lake property open houses. And when people come in, he knows exactly what's only on the lake. And he kept doing that same one on Dinwiddie, right?
What's that?
And also Dinwiddie. And got them to write on the offer. It's actually, is it Latrice?
Yes, it is. Latrice.
Oh, no. Sorry, 2. Sorry, he has 2
Okay.
from open house. One's with Latrice and then one is with somebody else. Not in this building, but that all came from hosting. And that was middle of your open houses, right? Maybe like 11.
Yeah, it was like, I think like 11 or 14 or something.
Yeah, open house, but he's really, really great at conversion and providing value in those 30 seconds that you meet the lead, and then they're there for 30 minutes to an hour after his conversion. So a lot of value there. You're doing on Zoom. So yeah, so just get the QR code. He'll send out the link, and you can talk all about conversion and the philosophy and all the different personalities and stuff like that. So
How many people do you have on your team now, Brian?
there's right here, 1, 2, there's 6 of us. Yeah. There's Floater. somewhere out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to be 15.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's hard.
yeah, that's a challenge for
Yeah.
sure, so, but, it's
Small and lean, right?
yeah, quality over
Mhm.
quantity for sure, that's what you learn as you do this, for quite a long time, so.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, and,
Well,
if
thank
you have any
you.
questions,
Anybody-
just let me know.
Any questions, you guys, at all, or
No,
you guys can go out there and kill open houses now, right?
I hope you leave here at least with one thing that you can implement, so. And if it was, then it was worth my time to be here today.
Well, we appreciate you. You're amazing.
And if not, I would definitely recommend training.
Yeah.
Pretty much exactly.
I'll stop in on that Zoom, as well, but again, Markel, he's the longest member on the team. I mean, we created the formula together, so if there's anyone that knows it better than myself, it's Markel, and he's still out in the field, so. Especially converting right now, from open houses in today's market, I think is a huge challenge. But yeah, I mean, 49 is crazy from open house. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, make sure you guys get your Red Day t-shirts and we'll see you out there on Red Day. Thank you so much.